And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Friday afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well. I am meteorologist Sheldon Brashears here, checking with a quick look at satellite and radar. You'll see still a lot of cloud cover being funneled over the southern and central parts of Texas. Here in the Panhandle, mostly clear, aside from a little blip, a little strip of high clouds that are moving through the region here as we head on into the quote-unquote heat of the afternoon. High-definition model one has those clouds working their way through. Unfortunately, not expecting any real big changes with that aspect of the forecast other than a lot of sunshine going into your Saturday. Now, temperature trend. Now, we did start out this morning down in the low 20s, and then as you can see right there, we've gotten up to 54 so far this afternoon out there. Overall, pretty pleasant. Sitting at 53 right now as you're heading out the door. You got 40s up in the northern parts of the region with 50s and 60s just about everywhere else. Generally more 50s than anything else. So our next weather maker, let's dive into what the weekend is shaping up like, as Saturday and Sunday will be two very different days. So we'll start with our temperature outlook here. So we see those 50s out there right now, 42 by about 6 o'clock this evening. As you go on into your Friday night, we're looking at 34 degrees. And overnight, we drop down into the mid-20s outside, as you'll see right there, 25 for your overnight low here in Amarillo for your Saturday morning. And then we'll warm all the way up to about 61 degrees for tomorrow. You'll even see mid to upper 60s. Places like Childress and off towards the south, maybe pushing closer to the 70s. Meanwhile, you've got some mid-50s up in the northern parts of the region. Now, those winds out there have been calm today, except for down around Portales. It's been a little bit breezier, but all those winds will calm down as we go on into the evening and nighttime period and stay that way through most of the overnight hours. But then going into tomorrow afternoon, you see those winds picking up out of the west pretty quickly there at about 15 to 25 miles an hour. We'll see gusts upwards of 30 to 35 possible at times before those winds start to turn out of the north. But thankfully, they'll calm a little bit going into your Sunday, and that will set the stage for a slight cool down at the end of the weekend. So you'll see right there, your high for Sunday is only about 50 degrees with 40s up north, but that does not set the trend here for the upcoming week. So let's look at our upper level setup. This is identifying where the jet stream is. What you're going to be seeing right here going into your Friday and then on into your Saturday, it's going to fast forward this along to tomorrow, as you really see those winds picking up and pushing in out of the west. Now, that's what's spurring on those winds going on into your Sunday. But then going into Sunday, you'll see that jet stream kind of dips a little more. You see more of a northerly turn of those winds. That's going to funnel that cooler air on into the region. Then going into the early to middle parts of next week, you'll see this massive high pressure system that's kind of right here centered right off the coast. There's a small low pressure system right there. That doesn't have as much of a bearing on the forecast, but you'll notice the jet stream is largely up and over our area. And well, when that's the case, we just don't really see much of anything going on except for maybe some warmer weather. So let's look at your 7-day supercast here. We'll see 62 for your Saturday, 50 for your Sunday, 50s and then mid-60s as you go on into the early to middle parts of next week. Unfortunately, no rain chances to speak of, and I don't really think that's going to be changing anytime soon, as you'll see on our 6 to 10-day precip outlook. This is highlighting the 11th through the 15th, so even as we go into that second and even third week of December, you'll really notice the fact that that jet stream staying up and out of the area really doesn't support any chances of moisture, as we are looking to stay dry here at least for the first half of this month.